Right. Oh, hang on. More XP. Okay, we'll do both of these fights. Oh yeah, I mean, actually, speaking of the fallen hero, some, I don't know what percentage, but some percentage, like 1 or 2 of our legendary items are from fallen heroes. I was just so pleased about getting that legendary two-handed cleaver from the last barbarian fight we did. I think let's put our boys here. So much of this comes down to where the ghosts are going to be placed. I just want to make sure that I have whip access to these bloody ghosts. So we shall see. You guys there, you go there, I go here. And then you boys all just move up by 1. Yeah, we've got to keep Pomulus in the center of the formation. I've done that. I had to do that a couple times against the Goblin City. But honestly, I don't have issue with safes coming for the terrain. Okay, that's a problem. Shit. On Headless, so following. The presence of the Necromancer is a complicating factor. That means Banana Fint needs to be on Necromancer hunting duty. I think we'll send Alex, Nestrov and Banana Fint. And hell, maybe even Agrak and Cinderig along that flank. But the problem is you kind of have to wait until all the ghosts are in range to whip all the ghosts, because if you are sending flanking parties while there are still ghosts active, your flanking parties are going to get their morale destroyed. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, nobody move for the moment. And the double usefulness of the whips on the front line is that whoever gets steroided by the Necromancer, you just disarm them. Champ mod? I don't think so, no. I'm only using 5 mods. I'm guessing it increases the instances of champions in enemy groups. Ooh, great. We need that. There's a legendary shield right there. That will help us complete our ambition. Okay. Is that a legendary? And as it happens, I need another fighting axe, so... Hold. Patience, boys. Patience. So as soon as we've killed all the ghosts, we can send our flanking team around the sides. Just got to bear in mind now that Agrak and Cinderig are out of morale buff range, so 1 Scream and Agrak is going to break. 1, 2, 3, 4 tiles. I should probably move them back maybe. It's almost go time. Lads, outstanding. Let's turn done and okay, we might as well attack here. I don't think I'm gonna have to raise morale this turn. Wait for it. Wait. Hold. Actually, with only 2 ghosts left, these 3 can actually go into full-on primary weapon attack mode. And once these guys are all committed, I think I'm better off leaving Agrak and Cinderig helping. Goliath could quite easily get overwhelmed. Let's decide. Let's wait and see what the ghosts do. I expect the ghosts to move into those positions and get whipped by these 2. Then it's going to be a fighting flanking maneuver. Kind of wishing now I had moved these boys to that line and put these boys there, but be that as it may. Great Axe, Warhammer. Here's the plan. Exiled Prior is going to go there, and Goliath is going to swap with Hawk. So now Goliath can cover these 3 squares, and Warhammer Elstier can cover all. So this is going to become a little kill zone now as they start funneling into there. And then Great Axe, Hawk can attack there and split there as well. Actually, I made a little. It's BB mods! Exclamation mark BB mods. So, whip, turn done. Elstier. So the Obsidian Dagger, I think, only raises zombies from humans. You can't raise your own zombie from their zombie. Oh fuck, another ghost. Okay, that kind of changes things. I think I wait and I see where that Geist goes. I'm hoping Exiled Prior will be able to get in range of that Ghost. Like I said, as soon as these ghosts go down, and it's go time, we start attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm telling you, man, these whips, fucking bonkers how useful they are. This is what I wanted to avoid. I just hope that that ghost goes into range there. Hey Greg, congrats on your first attack and your first kill. Welcome to Damage Inc. May your career be long and storied. What is that ghost doing? If that ghost does not go into range... This is a bit of a saucy position now, because if this fallen hero keeps stun locking Exiled, and that Geist keeps screaming, we are going to have a bad time. Okay, awesome, it's in range. Good, good, good. Excellent. Unfortunate that he recovered before we could disarm him. No! 95. Missed. Hold the line. God, I love Warhammer users. Okay, so ghosts are accounted for. Now we've got to break out here. Someone has to break and make a run at that necromancer. And we've got to remember to kill this dude quickly. And never mind, as long as his shield doesn't get destroyed. Then we are grand. Pominus, get him. Exalt Pariah in 9 turns. This dude in 8 turns. Shit. So somebody else has to do the disarming there. 3 hand axe attacks. It's pretty scary. Sunrig! Legend. Charge! Cheeky devil. So far, I think the boys have done outstandingly well. Then again, this is the easiest enemy type to fight, so let's not jerk ourselves off with congratulations too much just yet. Oh, cheeky. That's a little scary, if I'm honest. But that's what... Fuck! That's what Indom is for. Agrek, 2 attacks, 2 kills. At level 1, he's like, this whole mercenary thing is easy. Yeah, zombie nibble. Cheeky scam. Once this dude starts getting possessed by the necromancer, things are going to start getting saucy. But for now, none such concerns. The fact that he's presented himself in a line is awfully kind of him. Awfully sporting, I must say. Damn it. One thing to consider though is as we kill the Wiedergangers and leave only the fallen heroes, it becomes far more likely that it's the more dangerous fallen heroes that get mind controlled. So before we kill too many of these things, just got to make sure that I can either kill both of these two and then take on the necromancer. I haven't disarmed this dude. Someone's got to disarm him. I think that'll be just Exiled Pariah again, really. Damn it. I must say, it's a touch surprising that this fallen hero is staying in position there. Because I always understood them to be doing that to protect the necromancer from the ranged fighters, of which we don't have any. So you kind of would have hoped then that the AI would have been smart enough to know there's no need to keep these guys in reserve and just move forward. Oh, that's right, there's no point in decapitating fallen heroes because they can be raised even without heads. Well done. Outstanding, boys. Everdan, thanks for following. Welcome to Camelot. It's only a model. Shh. Oh! Hawk. 95%. It's one of the guys with the, you know, best accuracy. Routinely misses. And routinely rolls above 90%. Ow! Get Agrek out of there. For a second, I almost used split shield against that legendary shield that we need. That would have been a big boo-boo. I forgot about that awesome song. We eat ham and jam and spam a lot. On second thought, let's not go to Camelot. 'Tis a silly place. Yeah. But for me, the best song of that whole song is in the middle of them all dancing. That like they cut to the guy in the dungeon with his hands above his head. He's like, yay, clapping his hands. Like, yay. They don't make TV like that anymore. Nor I think would you ever really be able to have TV like that get made again. It's just such a lightning in a bottle, perfect storm of genius and the right time, and you know. For me, I always loved Terry Gilliam's contribution to Python, the animations. Like when they're being chased by the vicious beast of and then I cut to like, luckily the animator had a fatal heart attack. And then all the little animations are bloody brilliant, like the little the monk baptizing people, and then like they spin over and then the monk's robe falls down and his bum starts showing. It's such juvenile dog shit, but I love it. Oh, banana fit with the one shot. So this is not the common way that fights against this type of enemy group would go. It's a little uncommon because I just didn't have my archers with me. I normally always have the archers that move forward, get into range, and then long range kill the necromancer. But I think we have proven here that you can do it as well with a strong enough group of frontline lads, as long as two of them have cleaver specialization and can use their whips to disarm the mind-controlled enemies and to kill the ghosts. Because I promise you one thing, that fight goes very differently if we aren't able to take care of the ghosts quickly. Let's go straight for Fortified Mind, huh? Or Gifted. Gifted. We can take Fortified Mind at the next level up. I think I'll take the Resolve here. The +3 is max. I think we're going to roll 2 or 3 with 1 star every level. So 38, that already helps quite a lot. So with 41 Resolve and Fortified Mind, that'll get him up to the 50 Resolve he needs. Which is what we did here with Alex Nesterov. And then he's on track to be leveled up exactly the same way. Goliath, level 19. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, right. That sucks that the Goliath had to take Colossus. Honestly, his mini-skill is grand. Has anybody taken catastrophic armor damage? No, not really. 70%, 79, that's all fine. And we finally have our achievement. Fallen Heroes Rampart, 20 and 25. The -10 max fatigue, that's really great. But it's not even that much tougher, so no one will ever use it. No, we don't have any shield specialists. And as we found with the 4 other legendary shields we had, if you don't give it to a shield specialist, it'll get hit once by an axe and you lose that legendary shield. After weeks spent listening for rumors, buying pints of beer for decrepit old veterans and negotiating with wheedling crones, you were able to ferret out the locations of a prestigious weapon, shield, armor, and helmet. Having learned where to find the pieces, all that remained was the minor matter of defeating the various horrors and cutthroats guarding it. Now soon to be worn by the men of your company, the pieces form a set fearsome to behold. The man who dons this arming onto the battlefield will see the fiercest enemy hobble away, shaking a load down the leg of his pants. Nobel exclaims proudly, and to the laughing approval of his brothers in arms. You only hope their joy and excitement doesn't turn into envy once you announce which man will get to wear the pieces. This will serve us well. Me looking around awkwardly as we have like 20 legendary pieces already. Should we take 2 archers into this fight? I think so, even if just for purposes of showing how differently this fight goes, with a little tweaked personnel. Is our second best archer probably Onimaru? Nobel, Simon, Onimaru. This is a far less scary group. Evening, Alex. Is there a wait all button? I know there's an end turn. I know there's a wait all button. So now normally it's just a case of getting everybody into, or getting the archers into range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just put the archers there and they can aim shot there. Tired. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. But every time I fight against Geists, and when I have the whips, I think back to the dark days before whips were a thing. Fighting Geists used to be such a bummer. Now you just whip the naughty scamps. Ah! Damn it, Goliath. Ghosts? What ghosts? Careful, lads. He's got a butter knife. He's got a stabber. So let's see. We gave that middle option of training to the 2 new guys. So we'll do, obviously, this battle, 1 more, then head back for more training. Oh, 84% missed. And just, yeah, repeat the process, frankly. Train, kill, noobs, repeat. You know, if it wasn't for the lack of armor destruction, I would be almost tempted to go for a full 7-man setup of all cleaver and whip users. The amount of disarm you could do. Hilarious. Shot. Okay, boys. Chop them up. With zombies. Ooh, headshot. This isn't fair, is it? I wonder if we can execute from there. We can! Can you execute a full hit point zombie? No. Fair enough. That would be too strong. Just walking around decapitating zombies at will. Bloody zombies. We are veterans of the Goblin City. You think we care about some zombies? Easy. 300 XP for everybody. It's a grind, but it's got to be done. Isn't there another ruin around here that we can do before heading in for some more training back at Klaarbachfester? The new guys have one more battle. Okay, one more battle for the new guy. Goblins, no thanks. Let's just go see what is in Adventurer's End. I don't fancy fighting anyone in a swamp, but if there's a chance of getting a war scythe, I think it's probably worth it. It falls to you, the commander, to see that the company succeeds not just on the battlefield, but also in famine riches. Yada yada yada. What do we do? Rumors of a colossal beast. 50,000. Few legendary mercenary companies. And then become immortal. Let's save up 50,000, I think. Colossal beast that lurks in the swamps. Let's save up 50,000. Then we'll do the Kraken. Lots of ancient legionaries. Some ancient honor gods. Okay, good. So, but now for this setup, we need to go for the flanking setup, and we don't need the ranged lads. So, how did it work last time? It was, yeah, 3-man flanking groups. Oh yeah, it was like that. And then, yeah, and then these 4 guys all have shields and one-handed weapons, and they just keep the enemy nerds busy. I can actually take out this legendary because there's no shield break on those undead. Hammer. Exile Pariah. Let's see here. Bam and bam and stick. Technically, actually, these sticks we will give to the lads doing the flank, because it's the lads doing the flank who are more likely to be running into the war scythe carrying enemies. And it is super important that we are able to stun those war scythe guys and kill them before they are able to do damage to their war scythes. Still, this is going to suck. It is still a nighttime fight in the swamp. It's got to be done. Okay, now they're changing it up. There's an ancient priest, typical. Okay, not too bad. Gentlemen, make a charge for the high ground. Quickly, before they get us bogged down in the bog. Okay, that's big. Being able to get ourselves... let's see, probably... Anyone just get to solid ground as soon as you can. This is still likely to be a horrible slog through a lot of the swamp, though. Let's see if I can't go. Maybe go there. Okay, so the flanking lads are not going to have an easy time flanking. Oh, perfect. Oh, fucking why is your morale breaking, you tit? You know what, these, like Alstier, I probably should have given him a fighting axe, because even though he's a hammer specialist, he needs to get through these shields. Okay, this is fucking scary, frankly. Oh, he hit. Beautiful. These guys are also in swamp, so I'm going to hope that Hawk won't be hit With his 2 stacks, 33. He's going to be fine. Shit, these guys are totally stuck in that bog though. Great job. 1 down, 21 to go. Okay, so the main objective here is to try to break as quick as we can on the flanks and get around to that priest. Because we're going to get bogged down here for a lot of turns. Shit. Levitsmir's resolve, not looking good. Yeah, we need to start moving Nexus up. Oof. If I can just get a kill with Levitsmir here. At least his defense isn't looking too bad. Decayed coat of scales and a full helm. Are you talking about undead armor? The undead armor is just god awful. You should only use it if you have literally nothing else that you have as an option. It's such a terrible armor. Oh, come on, drop your bloody war scythe. Okay, so our lad whose morale has broken there up north, Levitsmir's, hope he can get away. His armor is pretty much ruined anyway. Oh, ouch. Good dodging, Levitsmir. It's these pikes that are the worst and do the most damage. 61, that's doable, but let's rotate here so I can attack. Oh, I can't rotate someone who's feared. Well, that's bullshit. 53. Well, look, if it's better than anything that you have, then go for it. But yeah, most of the time you'll find that it's going to be garbage. But hey, you wear whatever you can until you get better armor. Okay, shit, we have to redo this fight because Levitsmir is going to die. Maybe if he can dodge away from that, we can bandage him before he bleeds out. But he's taking... Are those stacks of 5 or 10 bleeds on him? 10, so he just bleeds out this next turn. Taking this fight in this terrain is just never going to go anything other than horribly. Are you kidding me? I took this fight before fully repairing all of my armor, which clearly wasn't a good idea. And there goes Levitsmir. Was he killed or struck down? Killed Levitsmir. Okay, well, fuck's sake. Nope, can't do that. Let's try that again. Well, I have a bunch of guys like that in my campaigns. You just end up replacing them, frankly. I have retired a bunch of lads. Okay, these are the guys who died. Doesn't say the ones who got retired. Actually, let's just take a look at... You know what? This is not worth doing. If it wasn't in a swamp, it would be a lot easier. It's just too much of a grind. There's more undead down to the south there. That's better. Lots of honor guards. Not fighting in a feckin' swamp. So in that last fight, Pathfinder would have made a heck of a difference, but oh yes, 1, 2, 3, 4 war scythes. Have to back ourselves to be able to get a war scythe out of this fight. I'll be so disappointed if we don't get a war scythe. Hold the line, see what they do. Let them move first. When I fight this kind of enemy setup, I kind of want this to be on flat ground. You want to be able to maneuver. The maneuverability is so important. Let's prioritize attacking the lads that have war scythes. Casual one shot of the armor. I think we're going to be able to completely ignore this fart cloud. It's great news. Oh, headshot, unlucky. Dang it. One down, 16 to go. Let's see, turn done, action 16 turns. Good. G. Good. We need an axe to break that shield. Warhammers. Nothing good that you one-shot these things with the two-handed warhammer. Schleifer, it is great, isn't it? If you're not familiar, it's one of the mods. I think it's called Quick Swap. It's so useful. I remember the old days, you had to do this like some sort of animal. Okay, I want to use my bullhook. Open inventory, switch to bullhook, escape close. Seriously. If they don't add that to Blazing Deserts, you know, I mean, that is the epitome of quality of life change. Use exclamation mark BB mods. There'll be a link to the mods I'm using. It's in there. I think it's called additional key bindings. That fart cloud is going to dissipate this next turn, I believe. Oh yeah, Doomsday, dude, you should not be at all concerned about restarting. I restart all the time. I've lost track of how many warbands I've had. Also, try the Peasant militia base. It's probably my start. It's probably my favorite. But a key thing when you play the Peasant militia, the first thing you do on turn 1 is analyze all 12 of your brothers and fire 6 to 4 of them. Because if you try to operate with more than 6 lads in the beginning, you're going to struggle because your wages are so high, but more than that, it's the XP being diluted that makes it super difficult. So start with those 12 brothers, pick the best 6, and then just treat it as a normal start, and then you won't feel any benefit to that background until you've gotten 12 guys established. Then you get 14, then you get 16, then things get interesting. Because with those extra brothers on the field, you're able to do so much more. I love that start. What I like to do the most with the Peasant militia start is you have 9 guys up front, and then you just you can make all 9 of them axe specialists, because even if they don't have great melee skill, there's 9 of them, and you can give all 9 of them fast adaptation. And so with 9 of them, if the enemy have shields, you can just crack a shield, the guy next to him finishes him off, crack a shield, finish him off, crack a shield, finish him off. The battle difficulty is calculated based on the difficulty you've selected, the amount of days you are into the campaign, and how many brothers you have. It's calculated somehow like that. I don't know exactly. I want to see some war scythes here. You fuckers need to drop your war scythes. Seriously, are they giving us none? Ugh. And yay, on the 900th day, Stobbie did not get any war scythes. And there was much wailing and weeping and gnashing of teeth. And lo, Stobbie did kick this legionary down, saying, "This is Sparta," and it fell the wrong way, and he was disappointed. If I don't get at least one war scythe out of this, I'm going to be so disappointed. Oh, what? 95. Miss! Nice dodge. Get him, boys. Can't damage his war scythe if he can't swing with it. Vet is better in long terms, higher the risk, stronger your band get. I mean veteran difficulty. I mean, but again, if you're a new player, there's no shame whatsoever in playing on the easy or veteran difficulty levels. I mean, hell, I've got coming up on 1800 hours, and I play expert combat, but only veteran economic. But for me, that isn't a question of difficulty. That's just a question of the expert economic difficulty just amplifies all the parts of the game I don't like. It just makes the grind worse. I mean, you show me a person who's happy to pay an extra percentage for tools throughout the entirety of a campaign, and I'll show you a madman. Ah, huzzah! Where was the other one? Oh, we got 2! Praise the Battle Brother gods. Okay, cool. So we probably need one more. Although, when it comes time for Black Monolith, my bannerman might... He'll carry his banner, obviously, for the morale raising. The question then of his alternate weapon, whether it's going to be a war scythe or a straight bullhook, is an interesting decision. I think war scythe... Because the war scythe does less armor damage than the straight bullhook. But from what I understand... Ooh, nice. Another... Well, it's a great shield, though. Doomsday, that sounds perfect for learning the game. That sounds absolutely perfect. High starting funds, especially, is useful. Because if you think in the entirety of the game, in a 900 day campaign, the couple extra 100 gold you get is it's nothing in the greater scheme of things. So. Colossal Great Shield. Let's see, 1525 standard. The fatigue is a bit less. Shield skills is a bit less, so I'm not even that great. Right then. Cloud Barfester. Let's go do some training and just keep clearing out ruins. And we'll probably get to 50,000 gold pretty quickly doing that. Alex Nestrov is level 10 now. His resolve is fine, his hit points are fine, his fatigue could always be more, and his melee defense could always be more. Level 10 we said we were going to go for... We've got 3 more skills we can take here. Rotation is mandatory, Battle Forged is mandatory, and being a backline guy, I think I want bags and belts. It sucks that I then can't get quick hands, but we wanted gifted, and we had to take fortified mind, so... Scuffer? No, I don't. There is a calculation that can go into it, but I don't like or enjoy or good at maths, so... But I believe the way you would calculate it is the value of... Okay, hang on. So it depends on... You would have to know how much more you would get for the thing you're going to sell from being damaged to being fully repaired, and the cost of the tools to get it that way, subtract it from that. And you'd have to... It's just fuck it. Just don't. If you're going to sell stuff, don't bother repairing it. It's just fuck it. Unless you know, on the spectrum and you happen to be a math genius, then you can go for it and do it. Cool, so Alex Nestrov and Agrek Gur are now... have enough resolve. Let's see... Hit points. I'm actually going to take hit points just because I can now leave it at 75. So any tier 2 and 1 is always worth repair in terms of money. I think that would be true to say if you assume that the cost of the tools you are using to repair them is average, which is 250. So if you're paying more than 250 for those tools, then I think that calculation changes a bit. But honestly, the orc weapons pay quite well. I don't tend to repair them, but maybe you're better off. I don't know, I'm not an expert. I fucking suck at this game, if we're honest. Wolf Riders, I'm not going to bother with that. No, fuck off. Go away. Go away! Leave me alone! Goblin Overseer. I hate fighting goblins, and I hate fighting Goblin Overseers even more than that. Stop being paranoid, you tit. Repair tier 1, but just tier 1 are the best weapons, tier 3 are the worst weapons. Marksmen, brigands and leaders. One other thing I would point out is that raiders are technically the most profitable. Okay, so here are the unholds we needed for their skin to do the Kraken. But 10 unholds, ugh, such a bummer to fight them. We could take on this fight, technically, but... No, don't do that, discard it. How do you discard? Never mind. There'll be more unholds we can find, and 10 is a pretty big group. Leave me alone, you big stupid leather monkeys. Goblins, no thanks. I agree, Lemmy. Also because my group of lads are so heavy armor intensive, so tools and supplies is a constant issue for me. On this particular map seed that I'm playing, I would recommend playing this map seed, because if you operate in the south, you will make an absolute fucking fortune. And in the south of this map seed, there are a bunch of cities that produce tools, so tools are not much of a challenge, as long as you're operating in the south, that is. Oh yeah, the goblin ambush can fuck off. Sucks. Honestly, I've had campaigns in the past where I just got fed up and I gave up because it just became such a slog finding tools at a price where I'm not getting extorted by the bloody by the cities. I swear, like, they would see my warband coming and just start counting their money because, like, oh, here comes this fucking group of dickheads. Tools, 400 gold. Now, bearing in mind we're saving up to 50,000, so I probably shouldn't be checking to see if there's any legendaries I want to buy. Let's see, kill marauding greenskins, fine, why not? Did I sell a legendary shield? I might have. That kite shield, this one. The Colossal Great Shield. Honestly, I'm going to sell it. I have no need for it. None of my guards are shield specialists. Don't need it. I'll just keep Fallen Heroes Rampart because it's a heater shield. But I tell you what, in terms of making money, your map seed matters a lot. So in this particular playthrough, we operated initially in the south, and this particular map seed is so great because Blankenstedt is your major city where you're going to sell everything. It produces amber, by the way. You buy more amber here, which you can't sell there, but you can sell it in the middle of the map at Albstadt for a nice profit. Dunenberg produces loads of tools and amber, I think. Hammerenden is copper, goat's cheese, more tools. Dankelberg, more tools. Cheap food. Bockhorn produces wool. Sattel produces copper and even gems sometimes. Dornthal, you can buy dye, and you can even flip a profit off of the booze that they make. And Feilstein doesn't have anything, but for most of these 900 days, we've just been running in a big loop here, doing contracts, getting our inventory full, dumping it in Blankenstedt, buying all the trade goods, dumping Blankenstedt. We have made a fucking fortune by doing that. So the map seed depends on the letters that you put in when you choose the map seed. Honestly, give this map seed a try. Yeah, KQIXTGHUNJ. This is a lovely map seed. I love it. You operate in the south, you'll make a fortune. In the north, it's the north. I've always found the south of most maps to be a lot easier. 53 minutes. Okay, that's enough. I've got to stop here, lads, I'm afraid. Yeah. Thanks for watching. So I've been kind of been all over the place with my ambitions. I've been wanting to do the Unhold. I've kind of gotten distracted by this 50,000 gold ambition. Okay, I think the next position, the next time we come across Unholds, we've got to fight them, because then we can go try the Kraken. You can also use exclamation mark, I think it's map seed or something like that. Yeah, as I was saying. Right, so in the next couple of Battle Brothers episodes, I might grind a bit offline, because Alex is level 11, but I don't want to have another 20 hours of content just leveling up Agrak before we do Black Monolith. I want to wrap up this campaign as soon as I can, so I can have a chance to take a break before the DLC comes out. Right. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.